audio, something else. Please be seated. Before we begin, could you please turn off your cell phones or put them on vibrate so we don't interrupt the ceremony? Good morning. I'm Dr. Tom Mitchell, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. I want to welcome you to the commencement ceremony for the fourth class of the Texas Academy for International and STEM Studies. Please rise and join Felipe Arias, our women's soccer coach, in singing the national anthem. And if you have a hat, please take it off.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight last gleaming, whose stripes and bright star through the perilous fight o'er the as we watch, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket red glare, heavens burst in the air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say that the star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And he's a good coach, too. Please take your seats. Okay, some people finding their seats. Just a moment. In 2007, Senator Dr. Judith Zaffirini sponsored legislation authorizing Texas A&M International University to create an academy for international studies, one that would be open to any qualified high school junior in the state of Texas. At this academy, high school juniors and seniors would be able to complete the last 2 years of high school concurrently with their first 2 years of college courses. The university was able to open the academy in 2014 as the Texas Academy of International STEM Studies, the long-anticipated opening due in part to the generous support of Mr. Frank STAGGS, retired educator and rancher, who could not be with us this morning. His initial support has continued until this very day, and in recognition of his generosity, in 2018, we named the Academy after him and his beloved wife and fellow educator, Julieta. So it is now the Julieta and Frank Staggs Academy for International and STEM Studies. And we want to always thank Mr. Staggs for that generosity. This morning, we're graduating 51 young men and women who took on the challenge to participate in this very unique experience. They represent our third graduating class, From the beginning, they took classes alongside college students and did extraordinarily well, generally better than our regular first-time freshmen. Several of them are graduating today with GPAs above 3.75. At this time, I am now pleased to introduce the stage party. Would you welcome, to my right, Dr. Pablo Arenas, President of the university. Mr. Juan Castillo, Vice President for Administration and Finance. Dr. Claudia San Miguel, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. The Academy reports to her. To my left is Ms. Roseanne Palacios, Vice President for Institutional Advancement. And we have with us today Dr. James O'Mara, Dean of the College of Education. Dr. Glenda Walker, Dean of the College of Nursing and Health Sciences. And representing Dean Sears, who could not be here today, is Dr. George Clark. And of course, we have the principal of the Academy and superintendent of the Texas A&M International University, ISD, Dr. Patricia Uribe. We have the Academy counselor, Ms. Nayeli Saldana. Dean of the Graduate School, and we hope many of the graduates eventually come to the graduate school, Dr. Jennifer Coronado. Dean of University College, Dr. Catherine Whiteman. We're also pleased to have in our audience Dr. Stephen Duffy, Associate Provost. Dr. Hector E. Gonzalez, Instructor of Chemistry. Mr. Rene Montemayor, Adjunct Faculty Member of the Department of Mathematics. Dr. Maria Reyes, Assistant Professional, Department of Social Sciences. Dr. Donovan Waite, Associate Professional in the Department of Humanities. Mr. Charles A. Wheatfield, Adjunct Instructor in Mathematics. And we have Ms. Destin Holmgreen in the audience, whose child is graduating today. And we have Dr. Gilberto Martinez, Assistant Professional in the Department of Fine and Performing Arts. And we have Dr. Wu, Assistant Professor of Epidemiology at the Laredo campus of the UT Health Science Center, San Antonio. I now invite President Arenas to the podium.
Good morning. Before I give you my comments, you know that Mr. Staggs was not able to be with us today. He's under the weather, but he sent greetings, and so I have to read a short letter, a short note from Mr. Staggs. He's a wonderful man. I hope the students, you've actually had the opportunity to meet Mr. Staggs, because he's a gem of this community, I tell you. It says, to the grads, parents, and faculty, I'm sorry I can't be with you today, but my heart and soul are always with you. You young people who are so important to this community and our wonderful USA, you have completed the first steps in your preparatory years of education. You have begun. What you do from now on will be what determines your life, work, and your influence on your country's future. You are the future. Make your parents and your teachers here at the STEM school and Laredo proud of you. I know you will. My personal thanks to your parents who gave you to us. Thanks to this great group of teachers and administrators for their dedication to you and to education of the youth of Laredo and the United States. Let me close by saying I love you with all my heart and soul. God bless the parents, God bless the faculty and the grads, and God bless America. Mr. Frank Staggs. Many, many years ago, I was sitting where you are today. And at that time, I never, ever dreamt that I would be the president of a university, that I would have discovered a gene, which I got to name, or that I would have had the career that I've had. None of what I've achieved in my life would have been possible without mentors. People who helped me, taught me, encouraged me, and made me sure I kept my goals and my aspirations at the forefront. All of these people had a significant impact on my life. My first mentor was my high school biology teacher. He not only got me excited about biology, he inspired me to want to become a biologist and a teacher. My genetics instructor had enough faith in me and in my abilities that he took me into his laboratory and I received my master's degree. And my doctoral advisor, who pushed me, and he really pushed me, to go beyond where I thought I could never go. The dean, who gave me my first administrative job, and the provost, who recognized talent in me that I did not know I had. They were outstanding role models and mentors, and taught me how to be an effective administrator, effective teacher, and a really, truly an effective person. Why am I talking to you this morning about mentors and not about what a wonderful world it will be for you and how successful you'll be in the future, or how you will probably have 15 jobs by the time you get ready to retire as everything changes in the environment? Is because it is important that you look for mentors as you continue your career. Whether you are going to college or going into the workforce or into the military, mentors will help you be more successful than you ever thought you could be. They will be amongst your greatest cheerleaders, and you need cheerleaders. They will push you to go beyond where you think you can go. In addition, you need to become mentors yourselves and pass on the knowledge that you have gained from your mentors and from others. Finally, I wish you all the luck in your future endeavors, and remember to go beyond what you can dream of today. Thank you.
I'm going to introduce at this time our salutatorian and our valedictorian, and I will start with Ingrid Villarreal, our salutatorian. Ingrid Villarreal is the daughter of Luis A. Villarreal and Mireya Villarreal. She currently has a high school GPA of 102.96 and a cumulative university GPA of 3.882. Ingrid has completed 80 semester credit hours at Texas A&M International University. She was recognized as a Border Patrol Youth of the Month for the month of December. She was also recognized as the Academy Exemplary Student last year when she was a junior. Ingrid was accepted to UT Austin, the University of Washington, Johns Hopkins University, the University of Pennsylvania, Notre Dame, Baylor, Boston University, Fordham, Northeastern University, Pace, and Penn State. She has chosen to attend Johns Hopkins University, and she will be majoring in biochemistry. This summer, Ingrid will travel to Florence, Italy with her classmates for a TAMIU study abroad. I take great pleasure in introducing to you STAGGS Academy salutatorian, Ingrid Villarreal.
morning, family, friends, faculty, and of course, class of 2019. It feels surreal standing here in front of you all today. I cannot believe 2 years have passed in the academy, let alone 4 years in high school. I still remember the moment I decided to apply, tapping through Snapchat stories and by chance landing on one pushing for sophomores to send in their applications. I attended the final information session of the year, and it's enough to say that my interests were piqued. With only 2 weeks until the deadline, I rushed to take my TSI, gather all my signatures, and write the essay. Of course, just like the speech, I wrote it the night before it was due. Even with my procrastinating tendencies, I landed an acceptance into what would become the STAGGS Academy. While the accomplishment was great, like with any decision, doubt crept in. Should I take the chance on this new endeavor, or stay in the cushy environment of my high school? Should I abandon my friends and start anew, or should I stick with what I know and just continue my path at Alexander? All of these are questions I asked myself at one point or another, and I'm sure my fellow classmates did just the same at their respective high schools. For the rest of the year, and even throughout the summer, the decision hung over my head. Through the doubt, however, we all still made the same choice to attend this innovative high school. Fall 2017, our first semester, was a rough start to say the least. 52 clueless and scared 16-year-olds marched onto campus that August. We looked to the seniors for advice and tried our best to find our path at TAMIU. From exams that seemed impossible to the mountains of work that waited for us as we returned from Thanksgiving break, we faced a variety of tribulations as we figured out the ways of college life. However, with the aid of late-night study sessions and collaboration, we all survived our first semester. While the challenges were daunting, they gave us the knowledge we needed to survive not only our 2 years at the academy, but as well as those that will follow as traditional university students. Through every quiz, every late-night study session, every test, every early morning cramming, those 52 clueless teenagers managed to thrive in the newfound environment and become more diligent and experienced students. It takes a special person to take a chance on a program like this, to take the risk and start college at 16, to leave what you know and start over, but it takes an even stronger person to succeed here. Judging by all the students in caps and gowns that surround me, we have all succeeded. However, our success does not stop at a high school diploma or a college acceptance. Most of our achievements came much before those documents landed in our hands. Our success was continuous and abundant throughout our journey here at the Academy. In our 2 years here, we celebrated a multitude of milestones, both big and small, on our way to graduation. From picking up our grades in the most difficult classes to better organizing our workload or working towards our professional goals, we all found success in our own ways. Being surrounded by people filled with aspiration allowed us to push ourselves for more than we originally set our minds to when we applied. We now hold ourselves to higher standards and have seen what we are capable of. Our time at the Academy allowed us to grow not only academically, but personally. From better time management to coping with stress and finding motivation in the hardest moments, the Academy continuously pushes to grow and learn. At the end of our 2 years here, we found ourselves with all the tools needed to succeed in life, not just school. I would now like to take the time to thank those who have been catalysts in not only my high school career, but in my life. Ahora quiero darles las gracias a todos los que me han ayudado, no solo en la escuela, pero también en la vida. Mamá y papá, nunca acabaría de darles las gracias por todo lo que hacen por mí. Ustedes dejaron su vida en México para darme a mí y a mis hermanos las mejores oportunidades. Gracias a ustedes sé que puedo lograr todo lo que intento. Ustedes no solo me motivan, también me aconsejan para ser la mejor persona y estudiante que puedo ser en esta vida. Ustedes dieron todo por mí y un día espero poder darles un pedacito de lo que me han regalado en esta vida. Los amo con todo mi corazón y los extrañaré mucho durante mi tiempo en la universidad. Pero yo sé que ustedes me han enseñado todo lo que necesito para ser exitosa en mi nueva etapa. Ustedes son los mejores padres, amigos y mentores en el mundo. También me gustaría darles las gracias a toda mi familia por siempre apoyarme y ayudarme en todos mis momentos, los felices y los difíciles. As well, I thank my little sister and brother, Luisito and Melanie, for being so understanding and helpful when I found myself buried in work. I love them more than anyone and hope to inspire them to follow their dreams. I want to thank our counselor, Ms. Nayeli Saldaña, for her guidance and support while I was a student here. Her door was always open and she listened to my problems, whether they were big or small. As well, I would like to thank Dr. Uribe for always pushing us to be the best students possible. She saw our potential before any of us ever did. Moreover, I want to thank Anna for always making everyone smile as soon as we stepped into the office. As well, I thank Brittany and Christelle for helping me whenever I needed it. To all my classmates, thank you for helping me not only improve in school, but for your friendship. The people I met here have changed my life for the better. I have made friendships with people I never expected to spend so much time with, but those unexpected friendships are some of the best parts of high school. I know all of you are capable of amazing things, and I cannot wait to see what you accomplish in life. Thank you, class of 2019.
Catarina is the daughter of Laura and Carrie Samaniego, and the granddaughter of Abelardo and Diana Samaniego. She currently has a high school GPA of 105.51 and a cumulative university GPA of 4.0. Kat has completed 65 semester credit hours at Texas A&M International University. She is a member of the University Honors Program and had 3 English 1301 essays signed to be published in an upcoming English textbook. She was also recognized as an outstanding student researcher in the Race in America UNIF class. She will be attending the University of Texas in San Antonio and majoring in biology. This summer, Kat will travel to Florence, Italy, along with her classmates, just like Ingrid, on a TAMIU study abroad. I take great pleasure in introducing to you the STAGGS Academy valedictorian, Catarina Samaniego.
Good morning, distinguished guests, parents, TAMIU administrators, professors, STAGGS Academy faculty, and classmates. Initially, writing the speech was a challenge for me, mainly because I was afraid of revealing a weaker side of myself. At first, I convinced myself that I was avoiding any personal element because it would be selfish of me to make this moment about myself. But I soon came to realize that I was actually afraid of revealing what I didn't want to reveal, and as I said, that weaker side. Now that I've overcome and pushed away my fears, I'd like to briefly mention my academic journey with you. Before being accepted into STAGGS Academy of International and STEM Studies, I attended DoDEA schools, which are private schools for military personnel in North Carolina until my father retired from the service. Afterwards, I had to enroll in a public high school in South Carolina, where the transition from private to public school proved to be rather difficult. Despite my continuous effort to prove myself academically, I was never recognized by my counselors, who I was never introduced to, denied from entering honors programs, and on top of that, mocked by my fellow classmates who did not recognize me as Hispanic. In time, the coast of South Carolina felt confining, and I felt like I was trapped on a lonesome island. My heart yearned for greater academic opportunity and exposure to my own ethnic roots. So after my freshman year of high school, I finally made the life-changing decision to move here to Laredo with my grandparents. After my sophomore year, I applied to this program that has provided me with an education that I've long desired. Moreover, ever since I arrived in Texas, I have been surrounded by a loving Hispanic community that has constantly nourished my racial identity. My previous exposure to an adversarial environment, although unpleasant, has not only thickened my skin, but has provided me with the confidence to academically challenge myself. It is truly amazing that my life has played out in such a way that I was granted the opportunity to intersect paths with every one of my fellow peers here today. Each of us were given such an enriched academic experience here at STAGGS Academy that has made all of us into highly capable and intellectual people. Although it was at first a strenuous process for us to become adjusted to our courses, we proved to be successful nonetheless. It wasn't without the aid of our professors, however, who never once doubted our capabilities but rather entertained them. For each course we took, we were provided with a vigorous yet captivating curriculum that expanded our knowledge and improved our understanding of the world around us. We have all obtained such a high level of education here, and I'm sure we're all grateful for it. It is a fact that our previous comprehensive high schools could have never been able to supply the same experience. The quality of education here at STAGGS Academy is unique and unmatched. Our academic experience has not only molded us into mature students, but has planted seeds of passion within all of us. This has been made evident throughout our enrollment here. For one, we all used to study for exams together and even help each other learn. That brings me to my next point. Because we were a relatively small class of about 52 students, we were given the chance to get to know each other. Even though most of us were reluctant to stray away from our friend groups at the junior-senior mixer, we quickly warmed up to another. Each of us were undoubtedly novel in our own ways, but it was due to the uniqueness of us all that friendships were established. I can't express how proud I am to gaze upon such a unique and special class. I am so thrilled to have belonged to the class of 2019. Finally, as one last point, the friendships that we share with each other are unbreakable bonds that will forever reside in all of our hearts. It was often through each other that we found the courage to push forward. So we must remember that engagement with one another plays a vital role in transforming society, much like it transformed our education. It is evident then that through loving embrace that we as humans, and especially as students, are motivated to aspire and to be inspired. And as my professor, Dr. Maria Reyes, once said, we can only create or transform society when we are connected. Each and every one of us is designed for greatness, but we must recognize the potential within not only ourselves, but with each and every one of us. While armed with our education and united together, we will revolutionize the world. To properly end this speech, I'd like to thank everyone who has assisted me throughout my academic career. I cannot even begin to express my appreciation for my grandparents, who even after raising their own children, sacrificed their retirement years to raise their 2 teenage daughters. And despite the expense that came with caring for my sister and I, my grandparents never withdrew their support, and instead they encouraged me to pursue my dreams regardless of the cost. And I'd like to thank my parents who raised me to be a strong, independent person. My father truly is the physical embodiment of real strength. He has consistently proven to me that nothing is impossible to sincere devotion. Even after serving the military for 17 years and earning 3 Purple Medal Hearts, he righteously continued to provide for his family. And despite being medically discharged from the Marine Corps, he returned to work, serving as a jail guard and later a firefighter, all up until he allowed me to venture forth far away from home. If it weren't for my father, I'd feel failure. I wouldn't take risks, and I wouldn't know how to handle the pressure of commitment. And as for my mother, she has motivated me to pursue success regardless of the circumstances. When my father was absent for months on end during his deployments, it was my mother who raised her 2 children all by herself and did so with perseverance, regardless of how much her heart ached. Moreover, my sister, who is my second half, has also supported me through thick and thin, and I cannot breathe without her. Also, thanks to my significant other and his family, who accepted me without hesitation and also has shown me nothing but genuine love and concern. Last but not least, I'd also like to thank our professors along with the office staff, Anna Cristel Saldana, Valerie, our counseling intern, Dr. Uribe, and even Ram, whom we all miss very dearly. Dr. Uribe taught me to attend not only to my academics, but to myself as well, and made me realize the importance of self-love. She helped me learn to invest energy into self-maintenance of my mind and heart. In addition, I'm sure that every one of us students here respect the fact that everyone in the office took the time out of their day to attend to us, even when we asked them something about printing our papers. There is much gratitude for each and every one of our professors as well, who nourished our potential. And all my classmates and I are very thankful for everyone who has assisted us throughout our academic journey. Many doors have been opened, and it is all due to all the aid of those involved. Congratulations, class of 2019. We defied the odds, surpassed the norm, and proved that we are truly the best of the best.
Candidates, please stand. Dr. Arenas, I certify that the graduates whose names appear on the official graduation list have completed all work required for their diplomas and are in compliance with the policies and regulations of STAGGS Academy of International and STEM Studies. On behalf of this community of scholars, the faculty and staff, I recommend that their diplomas be conferred.
I'm going to turn my back to you because I want to do this with them. Is that okay? All right. I hereby confer upon each of you the diploma to which you are entitled with all its rights, privileges, and responsibilities. Graduates, you may now move the tassel from right to left. Congratulations.
Will the marshal please escort the candidates to the stage? Sergio Jojo Adomensa. Saraí Aide Aguilar. Fabián Leonardo Alonso. Richard Michael Arredondo Jr. Cristina Nicole Barrera. Sofía Judith Cárdenas. Eduardo Daniel Castillón. George Alejandro Cavazos. Lucia Cristel Chapa San Miguel. Ernesto Colchado. Clarisa Dávila. Carla Verónica Flores. Alexia Marlene Gamboa. Marisa Andrea Gaona. Luis Edmundo González III. Robert Seth Gonzalez. Arturo Isaac Guerrero. Judith Guillen. Claudia Adriana Gutiérrez. Pedro Guzmán. Elizabeth Aleida Hernández. Eunice Hernández Molina. Cristian Alejandro Hinojosa. Asia Lynn Ho. Austin Corbett Holgreen. Arthur Edward Jimenez Jr. Shannon Elena Lewis. Ana Paula López. Skyla Faith Lozano. Yared Lucio. Kevin Daniel McGee. Roberto Mandujano III. Esmeralda Martínez Trejo. Karen Alicia Morales. Carolina Ortiz. Autumn Hyacinth Paredes. Jeremy Elijah Pesina. Giancarlo Pérez. Jacqueline Anel Ramírez. Larissa D'Angelica Rodríguez. Jaslyn Nicole Salinas. Catarina Margaret Samaniego. Adriana Carolina Sanchez. Mika Sanchez. Cassandra Iliana Santos. Ilse Sofía Schum. Ana Cristina Silva. Jacqueline Denise Vera. Alison Villarreal. Ingrid Marcela Villarreal. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for the STAGGS Academy of International and STEM Studies 2019 graduating class.
You may be seated. Seniors, May the 9th, a day of celebration and a day of goodbyes. I am so happy for you and so proud of all that you have done. Your list of accomplishments is stellar. You have been an amazing class. You have been tried and tested, and you have persevered. As we celebrate your graduation, I ask that you stay passionate about your dreams, embrace life, and give back to your community. Thank those who have supported you along the way and continue to make us proud. Parents, thank you for entrusting us with your children. Your love, encouragement, and support has made our jobs easier. Today is a very proud moment for all the moms, dad, grandparents, brothers, sisters, and friends. A special thanks to Senator Staffarini for providing the legislation that allowed us to open up a unique high school, another option for our students in our community. To Mr. Staggs, on behalf, even though he's not here, the students would like for him to know that we thank him for his love, support, and generosity. Words cannot convey what he actually means to us. He is truly an amazing individual at 92 years old. He's got so many stories to share. We'll miss him today, but he's always with us in heart and spirit, and he keeps in touch all the time. So on behalf of the students, Mr. Staggs, thank you very much. A special thank you to Dr. Let's give it. A special thank you to Dr. Arenas, Dr. Mitchell, and Dr. San Miguel, and all our university professors. The Academy also owes you so very much. You have helped shape the Academy to what it is today. Our students came to the TAMIU campus and they thrived here. On behalf of the Academy students, we would like to thank you for enriching our lives and providing us with an academic environment that supports collaborative education and an unparalleled setting for the next chapter of their lives. In closing, seniors, I want you to know that it has been my honor and my privilege to serve as your principal and superintendent. I count my blessings every day because I have a job that I truly love, and it's because of you. I will not be sad because it is over. I will smile because it happened. As I reflect on the past 2 years, I think to myself, how lucky I am to have something that makes saying goodbye so very hard. Congratulations to the STAGGS Academy of International and STEM Studies class of 2019. I love you.
Quando è la tempestad tu cabeza alzar, no temas la oscuridad. Tras la vil tempestad hay un cielo azul donde oirás a la alondra cantar. Camina con fe y con devoción contra toda adversidad. Siempre avanzada con fuerza y valor, pues tú solo no estarás. Tú solo no estarás. When you walk through the storm, hold your head up high and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of the storm, there's a golden sky and a sweet silver song of a lark. Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain, though your dreams be tossed and blown. Walk
What a way to end, right? This concludes our ceremony. We ask that everyone remains seated until the stage party and the graduates have left the recital hall. Thank you for coming, and congratulations, parents and family.